Good afternoon, students. Coming to you live from my workshop. Sorry about the mess. I just wanted to give you a quick lesson about our assessment for Monday, looking at the motions of the sun, earth, and moon and how they all interact together to create certain patterns in our atmosphere that we see. So I kind of put together a really not so good demonstration to kind of show you. Right behind me here I have this pink ball kind of suspended in my workshop here. That's going to represent our sun. This basketball is going to represent our earth, okay, to kind of look at what's going on here. And then this yellow softball will be like the moon, okay? So the first thing we have to understand is the difference between rotation and revolution. Revolution is when objects go around one another, or they orbit. So the earth orbits the sun like this, okay? Rotation is when objects spin, okay? We all mentioned on your Edpuzzle that the earth rotates on its axis, which is absolutely correct. It rotates counterclockwise on its axis, and it goes counterclockwise around the sun. That's the opposite way that the second hand on the clock would go. Okay, so if you think about the movement of the earth, it goes around the sun like this, and as it's going around the sun, it's spinning at such a rate that it spins 365 times in the time it takes the earth to go around the sun once, okay? So if you think about what's going on here, every day we spin one time, okay? We spin one time every single earth day, okay? When we're facing the sun during that rotation, it is daytime, and we're facing away from the sun during that rotation, it is nighttime, okay? So this takes 24 hours to complete one time. That's one Earth day. And in that time that we're going around the sun, it spins 365 times. That's why there's 365 days in a year, okay? Now, if we look at what's going on in that time with the moon, okay, if we think about this, the moon is going around the Earth at a much slower rate than the Earth is spinning, okay? So the moon in this process is also going counterclockwise around the Earth, okay? So it's going around this way as we're going around the sun. Now the moon also rotates on its axis, but much slower. It rotates on its axis once every month, and it goes around the Earth about once every month, which makes something really interesting happen. On the Earth, as it's revolving around the Earth and it's rotating on its axis, because these rates are the same, it's kind of a coincidence that happens, we only get to see one side of the moon from the Earth, okay? If you think back to music history, Pink Floyd came out with an album called The Dark Side of the Moon, and a lot of people wonder, what's going on back there. Now, obviously with technology, we know what it looks like. We've mapped it already. Actually, if you go to Google Moon, it's kind of a neat thing. You can kind of see the map of the moon that we have. So, thinking about our assessment on Monday, you have to understand that it takes one time, or 365 days, for the Earth to go around the sun one time. It takes 24 hours for the Earth to spin on its axis one time, okay? It does this in 24 hours time. It does this in 365 days, okay? That's something that I think you should probably know already. And it takes about a month for the moon to go around the Earth and about a month for the moon to spin on its axis one time. This target's going to set us up for looking at more and more patterns that we see within our sky. So be ready for the assessment on Monday. I plan on doing it on Flipgrid. This past week we've used Flipgrid simply for kind of more entertaining options, but you have to understand that Monday the assessment on Flipgrid is an assessment, and take it seriously, okay? So have a great day, have a great weekend. Thanks for all the shout outs on Flipgrid today to all your students and your teachers. That's pretty awesome. So stick with it. We'll get through this together. Don't be a turkey. Make sure you're still doing your schoolwork. Take care. Thanks for listening.